Here's the model. For you know, 1 Thessalonians 2, 11 and 12. For you know that we dealt with each of you how? As a father deals what? With his own children. What's he doing with them? Encouraging, comforting, and urging you to live lives worthy of God who calls you into his kingdom and glory. So that's what the father of excellence is to be doing in the family with his children. Encouraging them. And so the kid says, you know, I can't do it. I'm not good at this. And the dad says, you can do it. Not in an overbearing way. The dad will say, you have the God-given capabilities to do this. Be confident, be bold, have a go. Give it your best shot. Son, daughter, I believe in you. And when a kid knows the dad believes him, that's going to count for a lot, no matter what trouble they get into. Secondly, comforting. Every kid is going to trip up somewhere. Physically, and later on in all sorts of other ways. And so the company, so you tripped up, well, there just happens to be a whole lot of sharp rocks in life, and now you are bruised and you're battered and you're bleeding, but I'm here for you, son, I'm here for your daughter, never forget that. That's the dad. Thirdly, urging. Now this comes a bit more naturally to most of us dads, urging. This is kind of like the halftime football coach's motivational talk, and we're into AFL finals right now, and those of you who've been sort of closet Dockers supporters forever, now coming out in all your purple glory, and those of you who are Saints supporters, well, got a guy visiting me tomorrow morning, I know he'll have his Saints cap on, but he always wears it, so he's not a closet man, he's right there. So this is the half-time football coach's motivational talk to your kids. So, and this is what the dad says. He's like a dad coach. He's urging. He says, when you're in front, the dad's going to motivate you to do your best to stay in front. And not only stay in front, but to nail this game down and to win boldly, confidently, and graciously. Dads. And when you're behind, sometimes kids you're going to leave, this father coach will motivate you to draw on all of your God-given reserves, to go like you've never gone before, to get up and to come from behind, to overtake, and to go on boldly to the conclusion of the final quarter and finish victoriously with your head held high. That's the dad with the kids. He's got to come out of the shed sometime. Talk to the kids. Dads, we want our kids to do well, don't we, dads? We just want our kids, but we never want them to be obnoxious in doing well. There's nothing more stinking than that. So we don't want our bragging on them to put them in a bad place to make others, when we're bragging on our kids, to feel nauseous and think, just shut up about your kid. Let someone else brag on them. So be careful with that. So this excellent fathering does not only bring forth encouraging and comforting and urging, it also includes training and disciplining. Kids, you might well cringe right now. Proverbs 22 verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and even when he is what? Old, he will not turn from it. So Dad, you are a trainer, and you are a discipliner. Ephesians 6:4, fathers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and the instruction of the Lord. And you think about, how's a dad likely to exasperate? How is a dad likely to exasperate a child? Like a dad ever exasperate a child? Most of the time, in fact. And there's many ways of doing that, many ways. But let me just point out a few ways that dads do exasperate kids by your lack of sincerity. Dads, by pretending to be spiritual when you are not. Here's another way, by never drawing boundaries that the child actually longs for, because, folks, boundaries give kids security. Now, if you let them do their own thing all the time and never pull them up, man, you've got to just build a recipe for disaster right there. Dads, you have to let the child know what is right and what is wrong, where the line is and where they should not go over that line. You've got to let them know that. That's your job. Train your child by teaching them consistency and values and honour and commitment and relational skills. Hebrews 12:7. Endure hardship as discipline. God is treating you as his children. But what children are not disciplined by their father? If you're not disciplined, and everyone undergoes discipline, then you are not legitimate children at all. There's got to be discipline. There really does. God's saying, when I discipline you, that's me showing you love and security. And when you're not getting the discipline, maybe you better consider that you are not a legitimate child of this family at all. God loves you so much, and as a loving Father, He wants you to rise up and become all that you can become. And training and discipline are a part of the process that enable you to do that. God will be disciplined. And the Father is to exercise. Sorry, dads, you just want to come home. You've been hard at work, and you just want to sit down and have a coffee and watch the news and take your ease. And now suddenly you've got some kids to discipline. The Father is to exercise that training and that discipline in the life of the family. Dads, you cannot always be the good cop. Sometimes you've got to be bad cop. And you've got to pat the child on the back firm enough and far enough down to make a point.